What's up, guys? Stas here. So we're going to break down Rivian stock in this video, break down the charts, why the stock's up over 5% right now in the midst of a red day. And let me tell you guys, the markets in general are not looking good right now at all. So we're going to break down what's going on, my thoughts, what I'm doing, am I buying, selling. So if y'all find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe. It's free. And don't forget to get up to 16 stocks for Moomoo, each up to $2,000. Use that link down below or just go to stasrfs.com/Moomoo. We'll talk more about that later. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So it's currently about 2:15 p.m. when I'm making this video. And again, like I said, we have all the indexes in the red, and Rivian stock, which for some reason got off of my watch list somehow. Funny how that happens sometimes, guys. But Rivian stock today, let me add it back to the watch list, is up over 5%. Yes, you heard that right. After we got a bit of, not a bit of, but it looks like a Baird analyst is going bullish right now. Let me see the headline here. We'll break down an article in a second as well. Then, of course, we'll break down the charts. So it looks like here, where was it, guys? Where the heck was it? Yeah, Rivian shares are trading higher after Baird designated the stock as a bullish, fresh pick. All right, so that's what ended up. That's right. So, yeah, the stock's up, and we're going to break down the delivery numbers that are projected to come out here, I think, very soon, and we'll break down the chart. So, look, Rivian right now, quick glance, is down a good chunk from the recent highs. We can see it was just at 28 bucks about 2 months ago. Yeah, 2 months ago, end of July, it was at 28, 29 bucks, and now we just got down to about 19, 20 bucks a couple of days ago, and now we're rallying back over 22 rather, and we're still down a good chunk, about $6 in the past month, or 2 months per share, which is about 21%. So Rivian is in a bear market, in other words, in just the past 2 months. So keep that in mind. And another thing worth mentioning here, guys, is we have a descending triangle on Rivian. Do you guys see this right here? We have lower highs being made. We have one lower high that was made at 28.50, then we hit 27, then we hit 25.75, then we hit 24. Now we're at what, 22.50? So we're making these lower highs into that support, which you can see in the middle of August, right, or end of August, we held 20 bucks. We just held it a couple of days ago, 20 bucks. So we're making these lower highs into that support, which, to be honest, is not the most bullish pattern. In fact, that's pretty bearish. Actually, guys, I mean, look, if that breaks, if we break 20 bucks again, 19, 18 bucks, we start falling down there, we could see this slip even more. Let me actually set my alert markers that we're below 20 bucks, and we could be going down, 16, 17 bucks, man. This thing could get worse, which honestly could be good news for people that want to buy. And this is one of my well, I actually don't own it, but it's a pick that I'm looking at if it were to come down, back down to the $10, $15 range. I think Rivian's actually a great company. They're still in the growing stages, obviously. I've done breakdown videos on Rivian, but I think they're going to do pretty well over time. We've broken down the financials a bunch on this channel. I think they'll do very well. They have a great product, very competitive product, and they definitely have first movers advantage when it comes down to the electric pickup space. I mean, sure, we have the Ford Lightning, the Cybertruck's on the way. God knows when that's coming out. But look, Rivian's a great company in my opinion, and we'll break down here what's going on with the delivery estimates. Let me actually pull up this article. Give me a second here, guys, and bear with me. There we go. I'll make my big old head a little bit smaller. Boom. There we go. So you guys can see the headline here. The article says Rivian stock is a bullish fresh pick, which we covered before. Ahead of deliveries data, which is coming out soon. Tesla's not so much, which we're not going to talk about Tesla in this video. But coming down here a little bit, guys, we can see. Let me actually pop it over here. Boom. There we go. Rivian stock was designated Tuesday as a bullish fresh pick by Baird analyst Ben Kallo ahead of the EV maker's deliveries report due next week, which we're going to cover on this channel, so make sure you guys subscribe, which he believes will beat Wall Street forecast. Interesting. And look at this, guys. While Kallo was also bullish on EV giant Tesla stock and considered it a top pick for the second half of 2023, his forecast for the third quarter deliveries of 439,000 fell below the current FactSet consensus of 462,000. So in other words, this guy is thinking Tesla's going to be weaker than expected. Not good for Tesla. And Callow said concerns over reports of weakening Rivian demand have recently hurt the stock, which we covered, down 20%, pretty much in a bear market, which has lost 7% so far in just September after stumbling 17%, almost 18% in August. And that sell-off followed a 3-month surge in which the stock more than doubled, up 116%, which you guys probably saw. Instead, Callow said he believes underlying demand remains strong, particularly for the R1S electric sport utility vehicle, with production improving. He said that we see deliveries as a near-term catalyst and expect sentiment to improve as Rivian continues to realize cost benefits from an improving supply chain, guys, and the use of in-house components. And if we come down a little bit more, ignore this weird-looking commercial. What the heck are these guys doing here? Geez, guys. Rivian is expected to report production and deliveries data on or about October 3rd, very soon here, with FactSet consensus for deliveries being at 14,000 deliveries, and Callow reiterated his outperform rating on Rivian stock and his $30 price target, which implies 42% upside from where it was on Monday's close at $21 per share. And yeah, I mean, at this point, we'll see what it does in the short term, but it's up 5% right now on this news as the markets are going down, which is a very good sign. It shows the strength in Rivian stock, and it looks like here, yada, yada, yada. That's more about Tesla. I don't really care about Tesla too much right now, but look out for the delivery numbers, about 14,000 on or about October 3rd. We don't have the exact date quite yet. And of course, if that number beats, guys, Rivian stock should handsomely benefit handsomely. You guys know what I mean, right? So let's go back to the charts here and break down what's going on. And full disclosure, I do not own Rivian right now. I think I mentioned that earlier, but just to mention it again, I do not own this stock right now. But again, I think their company is very interesting. It's promising. Their products are very strong. Now, granted, I've never driven a Rivian, so I can't say and lie and be like, oh yeah, I have a Rivian, or I've driven a Rivian. I have not. But from what I've seen, the research I've done, I've seen them on the road, guys. I've seen them around where I'm at. They look pretty freaking clean. They look very, very solid. And, you know, I think the financials, of course, could be better, but they're just a starting company that's in the growing phases, and their growth is pretty freaking astronomical right now, and we'll see if that continues, guys. So before we break down the charts even more, don't forget to get your free stocks from Moomoo, guys, up to 16 stocks, each up to $2,000. Once you open up your account using that link down below and fund it with your initial $100 deposit, you get 5 stocks right off the bat, and fund it with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And mind you, guys, each of those stocks could be valued up to $2,000. And if you fund your account at least $5,000 for a limited time, I think you have 5 more days to do this, you also get a free share of either Google stock or Tesla stock on top of those 15 stocks, making this promo a no-brainer. So get on it. Use that link down below. And full disclosure, it does help out the channel. That is an affiliate link, so you get free stocks, and it helps out the channel. I appreciate you all, as always. And with that being said, cheers. Let's talk about the charts a little bit more and see where we could be going if we do end up, let's say, not breaking 20 bucks. We do not see the descending triangle play out. Let's say we start breaking out of the moving averages here. We start taking out, let's say, mid-20s. Where could we be going? Well, look, if Rivian starts taking out the moving averages, which right now on the 4-hour chart, it has not done that quite yet, but if it does, and we start, let's say, taking out $24, maybe $24.50, $25, which you guys can see that was the high from a couple of weeks ago. Let me actually set my alert there now. Mark is that we're above 20. Let me do it at $24.50. Let's do that, $24.50. If Rivian successfully could break that point, guys, you know, I could see this thing taking off. I mean, look, we can see $24.50 again, 25. That was the high from about a week ago, 10 days ago, also from about a month ago. So keep your eyes on that potentially breaking from there. Maybe we could start pushing towards the highs from the middle of July. You guys can see if I draw these levels out, $27. You know, $28.50 is a big spot. Let me show you this, guys, $28.50. There we go. We could start breaking out to those spots. But at this point, it's kind of in no man's land. In other words, it has to pick direction, right? Do we break $24.50? Forget $24.50. Do we break 23, then go to 24.50, or do we just dump down and erase all the gains we just saw and break 20 bucks? And then at that point, like I said earlier in the video, we could be slipping down to $15, $17 range, which honestly might not be that bad if you want to buy the stock. Well, I'm not telling you to buy the stock, but the way I'm looking at it is, from my perspective, kind of thinking out loud, that's where I'd be wanting to buy the stock, right? That's where I want to buy. So it wouldn't be that bad. It wouldn't be that bad. But for now, I'm personally waiting. I'm sitting on my hands, being patient, but I figure let me do an update. And with that being said, guys, hit the like button, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at Stas Talk Stocks, link down below, and I'll catch you guys later.